Alright, well, I'm not sure if anybody's ever going to see this, but just in case, I'm doing my first stream, just to get my bearings, and mainly recording this for my future videos. Just a quick disclaimer, again, in case anybody's even watching this. I know a lot about this game, so if you don't want anything spoiled, don't watch it. Like any secrets or stories or anything like that. Alright.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the Sleeper, destroyed the barrier, but while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the Sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
Just 1 second. Okay, should be good now.
After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the Sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the God of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat.
must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come," and they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinus, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinus, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us. And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
Yeah, so I probably won't spend a lot of time talking to people. Like I said, if you want to discover this game for yourself, I recommend you just play it, because it's great.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
And yes, like I said, I'll be using all the different exploits to
Hey,
get as much
you.
experience as possible. And that was one of them.
Can you tell me anything about this stone tablet?
First, I suspected it might be a magical artifact, but I finally concluded that it is not of any great significance. I have not been able to decode the meaning of this tablet entirely, but it seems to concern the history of a very old culture. If you want the tablet, it's yours. I have no use for it.
Not sure how far I'll get into this today. This is mainly a test stream. I don't plan on playing this for long. Probably not particularly interesting anyway, since I'm not talking much. But yeah, experience very important. Gonna try to maximize all of it as much as possible, which might also result in me loading at times when it might seem unreasonable to do so. If you haven't played the game. poor sheep, I know, but I need the meat. Yeah, pretty sure the game wants you to use your bow here, but that's fine. Disgusting things, but you get used to them. Mm. Yeah, I'll be fine. Oh, I wasn't fine. 1 second. Ugh, so annoying, but I don't want to heal. At least not yet. There we go. Wolves shouldn't be a problem. Oh. So this is one of those cases where I want to get all the experience I can. And I have to raise this guy for the kills. Okay, great. The rat should come back.
Is that you? Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No. I took to my heels and ran.
I'm on my way to Corinus. What do you know about the town?
Corinus? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint.
And that's why I don't want to heal just yet.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardas the Necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry, he's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's Temple. He's on our side. You need to tell Zardas about the Shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it, not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Zardas's.
All right. I might have to go and heal after I deal with these wolves. I think it'll be fine. Of course, I could just use the bow as well, though it's not a particularly fun playstyle in this game. Yeah, I think I'll just risk it. Okay, nice. And yes, the AI could probably use some work. But I'm pretty sure that actually what happens there is the rat wanted to go eat the fly that I killed outside, but obviously it couldn't get to it, so it was confused. Usually I don't go healed, but fine. Just for the sake of not having to reload as often. I could also just go sleep, but I kind of don't like skipping time like that. Mainly just for immersion reasons.
One less monster around.
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
Back to the Valley of Mines.
Really? I wish I could follow you, but I have to finish my duties here first. When you're in the Valley of Mines, could you please look around and see if my old hut is still standing? I'd like to return there one day.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
This guy has a lot of dialogue that I kind of have to go through because of his quests.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the water mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes, they beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give them here.
Okay, this is another one of those tricks for gaining as much experience as possible. And also, this knife that he gives you is very interesting. It's got a lot of damage for when you get it, but it's got such shit reach. Reach is very important in this game for weapons, but that'll become more apparent later.
Hey, where do you come from?
I've come from the mountains.
Exactly, you come from the mountains, and that is bad for you. Very bad. They're looking for you, a whole bunch of evil guys. There's someone here you absolutely have to talk to. Follow me.
Who's looking for me?
Half of Corinus is after you, and you're trying to tell me that you don't know anything about it? Ah, I see. You just don't want to talk to me about it, All right, it's your business. So, you coming or not?
Who should I talk to?
To my leader. His name is Brago. He can explain everything to you better than I can. So, what about it? Are we going?
How do I know this isn't a trap?
You know, I'm getting tired of you. If you don't want my help, then just go to the city and let them put you behind bars. You come with me now or forget about it, see?
Easy, my friend. Someone else already tried to trick me.
Oh?
This guy suggested that we should get an amulet together and share the profit. Once we reached our goal, he and his friends attacked me.
It sounds as though they got you involved with the wrong people. Where was that?
I was a convict in the mining colony.
You come from behind the barrier? Man, then we were there together.
I don't know you.
I was a digger in the old camp. I didn't have much to do with the whole thing. But what is more important now is you are in big trouble. Someone has put a pretty price on your head, and he's handed out a few posters with your mug on them. If I were you, then I would be very, very careful. There are people with us who would kill their own mother for gold. But I think we boys from the penal colony ought to stick together.
Then I guess I better thank you now.
Oh, it's nothing. Just make sure you stay alive.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's obvious, but a lot, if not basically all of the dialogue so far relates back to the first game. So if you haven't played it, you might be extra lost here. But it gets the story of the first game kind of gets irrelevant soon. Right, So, here's the thing.
I wouldn't go into the cave up here if I were you. My buddies in there will tan your hide, and they know something about fighting.
I now need to go kill another wolf down there. Again, all for the sake of maximizing experience.
Who's the fella who pays the bounty?
That I don't know. There's only one of us who knows him.
And who would that be?
Hey man, I can't really tell you that. You know how it goes.
10 gold pieces for the name of the guy who raised the bounty.
Oh man, I really can't do that.
Spit it out already.
Oh man, all right. His name is Dexter. Near the big farm, there's a steep rock. There's a watchtower up there, and a few mines. He has his hideout somewhere nearby.
See? That wasn't so hard. Here's your gold.
And just don't tell him who told you.
There's bound to be a lot of trouble here before long.
What's up?
A guy named Cavalorn is coming to get you.
Rats, he's still alive. I'm out of here.
So now he would have killed the wolf if I didn't get to him first.
Hey. Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
You shouldn't have come here.
You deserve that, lowlife. So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adanos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
Yeah. Should have probably just let Cavalorn deal with them. But it's fine. Got through it alright. I think I'll end it here. Just a quick short stream. Looks like everything's okay. I'll have to see how audio's holding up. But yeah. If anybody's watching this, thank you. Have a good day.